Hey everyone, bloodmako here, and this is my video for the new 6-man warrior quest area 6. So this is gonna be a very quick commentary because honestly this fight is not difficult. It's just you need to know the mechanics for you to finish this fight. If not, then you're gonna struggle with it for quite some time. So honestly the only really major thing that you need to know for the worm, the centipede, is that whenever he has his red aura, he needs to take a turn. I'm not sure whether the red aura will disappear if he doesn't, and I'm not sure if he's killable if the aura is up. But honestly, if you're running any form of dodge tank, then yeah, it's not gonna be an issue for you. Most of the time, the tank will dodge. Just take note that the morph will cleanse everybody's buff. It will get rid of everybody's buff, so yeah, that's something to be careful of at least. That is, of course, if you're skipping that particular mechanic. If you're not, then obviously you have nothing to worry about. And that centipede will also cleanse their own debuffs at specific HP percent. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it is inside the bestiary, right? The tips from Square Enix. Yeah, so that's it for the centipede. He cleans his own debuffs. He doesn't even cleanse our debuff. He just HP attacks whenever he has that red aura. It's a single target HP attack. So that's the gist of the centipede. The morph, on the other hand, is the more annoying one. So at certain thresholds, which is 89, 49, and 19, it will get angry, right? It will get angry and you will have its blue aura. Coming back to the crawl bug, we call it at least. After using its Charge Blast Plus, the enemy will come down and red aura will be cancelled. Yes, so after using its move, it's only then that you can reduce the HP. So it's the same for the morph. After it does its, after you get rid of the aura, then the HP can be reduced. So it stops at 69 and 29 for the centipede, and for the fly it's at 89, 49, and 19%. If you don't get rid of the aura, it will not go below that. So the description is a bit weird, in a sense that the aura will come up slightly earlier. Like for example, at 89, basically the aura will be up. You can still do HP damage to it until it hits 49. That's when the HP damage will stop. Like you will not take any more HP damage until you get rid of the blue aura. So it's the same thing. At 49%, the aura will come up again, and then you can do damage all the way until 19%, and that's when you stop again, and then you have to get rid of it. So I'm pretty sure at 19% the same thing will happen, and you have to get rid of it again for you to be able to kill the boss. So to get rid of it is actually pretty annoying because first of all, it will raise its defense by quite a bit. To the point where we're doing once, I believe. It will put up a shield. I believe it's like a 300 or 400k shield. I can't really remember. It is pretty tanky considering the fact that we'll be doing once. And then another thing is that you have to apply weakness damage on it, which is melee range and melee range and magic. Sorry. Elemental Imperil does not count, so Kurasami's debuff does not count. So we need Edgar for that. We need Hope. We need Oren, and who puts the range one? I think it's other guy with the shotgun, Irvine. Yes. So I think that's the three elemental. The three weakness. The one that applies the weakness for as calls basically. If you're running Edgar, then not really an issue. Just use the LD. It will apply one or all three. Depends. Sometimes in fact this particular run, I think sometimes it applies one. Sometimes after that one is applied, it applies another two more. So at the end of the day, all three will be applied. Not sure exactly why it works that way, but yeah. So my plan for that is actually very simple. Edgar will most of the time only come in when the blue aura is up. The minute the blue aura is up, I'm gonna get rid of it, because there is the morph will cleanse our buffs if the aura is still up when it hits, I think 79%. It hit when it oh sorry, I think it's when it takes a turn, right? Sometimes it will do its cleanse. I'm not exactly sure when it does that actually, but yeah, it's pretty annoying. Let me see if it's inside the notes, inside the tips. When blue aura is active and when the HP falls between 0 to 50, between 80 to 50, 40 to 20 and below 10%, that's when you will use its buzz. And you will get rid of all your buffs, and it's a guaranteed hit. So between these HP percents is when you will use that particular move, and it's very annoying. It's very, very annoying. Not the end of the world, obviously, but especially with Iris on your team, but it is a pain to try and get back all your buffs again. So I will always try and get rid of the blue aura when it comes up. Edgar will come in, preferably use his LD and then his FR move, especially if the Imperil is melee or range, I think. I can't remember whether Edgar does range with his LD. Let me just take a quick look. But yeah, so if you have his burst, it'll be even better, because I don't, obviously. But yeah, I just use him for his. Sorry, it is magic. Okay, so I think when I did that, it was magic imperil, I think. Let me see his it was chance maker. So okay, yes, I remember now. So I put the LD. I use his LD, and then he applies one of the 3 imperil, or maybe all 3. And then I use his FR. First of all, so that I don't use one additional turn. I already use one for the LD, and also cause it should get rid of the shields. It will hit the morph for some form of brave damage, and it will also ignore defense, which is basically all 3 criteria to hit the morph, right? So yeah, it's basically my way of meeting the requirements of the mechanic. I think Papa Limo is also able to do this, but I'm not sure how reliable he can how reliable is he for this particular fight. I have not tried him out, but I think that if you are using him, then you might actually want to run him with Ares, just so that he can do max damage, right? Because the blue aura actually applies, but he does ignore defense, so so that I go apply 1 imperil, and then I use the FR, and that should actually get rid of the shields, especially considering the fact that we actually did an LD before that, right? So yeah, there we go. And yeah, after that, there we go. He becomes weak to everything, but at that point of time, it doesn't really matter, because there we go, calm down. So the morph will not cleanse our debuffs, and we can just continue whacking him until 40%. In fact, even past 40%, because the aura comes out at 49, and it will stop again at 19. Like you can do damage all the way to 19%, and if you don't get rid of the aura, it will stop at 19. So yeah, I will basically just getting rid of the aura immediately as soon as it's up, so you don't have to worry about it. Ace aura is basically honestly nothing if you're running the same team comp as me. If not, then if you don't have a cutter, then the AoE attacks might be an issue for you, so you might consider bringing some healing. But if you're running Kalga, right, Kalga Wolfman, then most of the time I noticed that I was actually taking 0 damage, even when cutter wasn't up, because they just couldn't get enough a brave, basically. And let me see if I can tell when he will cleanse himself. So yes, at 90%, 60% and 20%, it will use Warlock. So 89, 50, 59 and 19%, it will use its Warlock attack. and remove all debuffs. Yep, single target and remove debuff and party frame buffs. It will also remove well, considering the fact that it's single, right? At least I think it's single target. It has to hit for the cleanse of our buffs to take into effect. But with Cutter around, everybody just dodges everything. So yeah, he doesn't hit basically. So yeah, that is basically the workaround this particular fight. Basically, what they are trying to tell you to the characters that they want you to use is basically Cutter and Egger. Simple as that. They're kind of like forcing you to use that. But yeah, no, there we go. That was the move that I was talking about just now. Everybody dodge, even though Cutter is not active, which is what I was saying. You know, I think it was single target, but again I missed it. It could have been all. But yeah, you know, it just missed, so it's not really an issue. So right here, I was actually wondering if I could go. There we go. I could go below 49%, considering the fact that I removed the first blue aura, and yeah, I could. You know, so it's not really an issue until I hit 19%. Yeah. So once I hit 19%, blue aura still up, I cannot do anything until I get rid of the aura, which is why you see me immediately switching to Egger, Royal Shark again, getting rid of that shield and ignore defense and everything. Actually, the ignore defense is mainly, I feel, for the shield, right? Because the shield is so annoying, and also because the amount of defense that he has. So I noticed that he actually applied magic damage, right? Sorry, the magic imperil. So that's the reason why I swapped back to Cutter. I was kind of worried that they will take too much damage from A. So I swapped back to echoed, and there we go. Got rid of the aura as well. So yeah, bring back Kalgar for you know, the maximum evasion damage that I can. Also, I know something to take note is that when their force time is active, they will just constantly heal whatever damage you do to them. But I also noticed that Kalgar's FR charges way faster than Cutter's. Like at this point of the fight, Kalgar would have been at 999 already, whereas with Cutter's FR we're only at 800 plus. And that's with so many people echoing. Granted, I think when I was using Kalgar, I was echoing more, and also the HP damage bonus from those echoes are giving me more bonuses as well. So that could be one of the reasons. But yeah, I noticed that it was if you dodge it's 50, if you counter it's 5. But with Kalgar it was 10, 10 and 50, I think, right? Or was it 60? I can't remember. So I think it was like overall it was more. So that's the reason why I think Kalgar's FR is slightly better to use, even though Cutter's one can cancel the force time. So you can always just use Kalgar's and then echo with Cutter or Kurosame if you're trying to get rid of the force time. And then yeah, after that you can just do your damage. Also, I just realized the shield is actually 500%, so it's quite... Sorry, not 500%, it's 500,000. So that's quite a bit. So if you notice right here, with the FR, I believe I wasn't able to take down the shield. Was I? Oh, I was barely able to take down the shield. So and the thing is that it pushed A over 19%, so it did its roll up, and it cleansed B. But the thing was that I still managed to hit the requirement basically. So it was a little bit risky on my end. I could have just used an FR, a LD, and then go into the FR, just to really make sure that B goes down. B gets rid of the aura basically. Because if he cleanse, then I have to wait all the way to Egger's turn again, just so I can apply the imperil and then do the damage. So A would definitely be dead, but B will constantly be stuck at 19% if I wasn't lucky with the turn of it, with the chain of events basically. So yeah guys, this is the end of the fight. There's no more auras. There's going to be up at least I think so. Yeah, no more auras. Doing ones because Ares is not around. Brought Quina as well to basically deal with the shields if on the off chance I couldn't bring Ares in for some reason. But seeing as I had no issues swapping characters, also then I'll suggest you can just bring someone that does damage more often than someone that core, stuff like that. Also, I remove the speed passives on Kalgar and Cutter. Everybody else speed passive is still up. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.